Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your Detroit Tigers.
Just about ready to roll. And towing the slab in this one, Reese Olson. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit,
Leading
works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking two planes, horizontal and vertical.
Up and in, and 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Started to swing, held up. And it remains 2-2. And that skips into dirt. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Willy Adames stands in. Adames, in his 7th season, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Here's the pitch to Adames. That's a strike. 0-2. Oh, right to the backstop. Wade into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. That's out to center field. Perez under it. Hauls it in for the out. So the go-ahead run at scoring position. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. Long gone. And they add a pair. It's 2-0. Base is empty, one away. Now the Giants' 4-hitter, Matt Chapman. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Olson. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. Pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That's in there. That is strike 2. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Elliot Ramos in the box now. No balls and a strike. And he chases a high fastball there.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That hits the dirt, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Back here in Detroit, and towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Wenzel Perez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And another ball.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Now a relay to third. He's safe.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Riley Green. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. 0-1 now. Ground ball right side. Fitzgerald throws the first in time, but they cut it to 1 as the run comes in.
That is good.
Gleyber Torres up to hit.
Gleyber Torres.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 1 out, bases empty. Swings and misses, struck him out. Kerry Carpenter, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
1 strike.
And that one a little bit high. 2 outs, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And we're back. Top of the second, and here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey.
Olsen back to work. Outside low, 1-0.
Two and 0.
On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
And strike 2.
1-2.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. And the slider just misses. Man at first, 1 away. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Perez should have this one. 2 down. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
Right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Bailey off of first with 2 away. And there's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Spencer Torkelson. And that one fouled off. Verlander, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. That's inside. Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
2-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And up next for Detroit, Colt Keith. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So up next, Jake Rogers. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Back at Comerica Park. So here's Wade now.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Just missed.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And a strike in there.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's gone. That one felt good, and they add on. It's 3-1. And now, Willy Adames, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Ripped to short. Fires over to first. And they get Adames for the out. And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's already homered here in this one.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boog. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
So Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. 2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Perez sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Left-hand batter waits.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
That's shortstop.
And next up for the Tigers, Trey Sweeney. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Next offering is in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle, and it hits the base. And he's safe at first.
Now battle. Center fielder, Wenzel.
Back to the top of the lineup, Wenzel Perez. Up now for the Tigers. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. Sweeney, the base runner at first with 1 out. That one just misses.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Struck him out looking. Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Green.
Fouled off. He was late. Swings through that one.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Cut off, throw to second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Elliot Ramos. Ramos goes 5 feet 11 inches, 190 pounds, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Swings through that.
0-1.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. And that one missing low. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one 95 to finish him off. Patrick Bailey now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's the strike.
No ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
swing and a miss. There's that
1
changeup.
ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now it's Wilmer Flores.
Up next for the Giants,
struck out swinging his first time.
Wilmer Flores.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Torres.
And that is out of play.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
The designated hitter.
And next to hit for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And he grounds one to the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they do get the second out of the inning.
First baseman
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. First pitch swinging.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back at Comerica Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Olsen back to work. Upstairs. Not close with that one. And now 2-0. And that's downstairs and outside. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one ripped. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
2-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. And now 2-1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. He's already homered in this game.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Olsen checks the runner. Fitzgerald dives back in safely. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Snap throw down to second, and he dives in safely.
You know what I feel like, Boog? I mean, throwing it down to second base, like honestly, there's only a couple of pitchers that have ever had any success in doing that. It's just really hard to pick somebody off second.
It's a fair point. Tries to back pick him at second, but he scrambles back.
You know what I feel like, Boog? I mean, throwing it down to second base, like, honestly, there's only a couple of guys that have ever had any success in doing that. It's just really hard to pick somebody off second.
It's a fair point. Swing and a ground ball collected by Torres. Fires to first in time. So 2 down now, and here is Willy Adames. 0 for 2 in this one. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Fitzgerald on third with 2 out. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 5-1. So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turn on it nicely for the knock.
And here is Matt Chapman. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Tommy Kahnle taking over on the mound.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
In the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 2-2. Got him swinging. Back here in Detroit. Now it's the right fielder, Colt Keith.
The right fielder, Colt Keith.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left.
Well, these Tigers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Rogers at the plate now as he chases after that one. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. At the plate, Zach McKinstry. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Lee makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs. By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
And that one hammered. Perez makes his way towards it. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. And first offering is fouled off. Headed towards the corner. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score. The relay to third, in there safely.
The batter, the designated
runner at third, nobody out.
Flores.
Next will be the Giants DH, Wilmer Flores. Bailey, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. That one fouled off. Check swing called strike. Going to count 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Now batting, second baseman.
Showed a lot of
Tyler
fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Fitzgerald in the box again, takes a strike. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Swing and a miss at a slider. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles. Ouch, that one got him.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. And now, Lamont Wade Jr. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 10-1. 1 out, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Willy Adames. Now a screamer into the outfield. Perez makes the grab on the run. And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
The center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it on his own, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, you tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 10-2. So 1 out, nobody on. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Ramos makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Torres at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Here's a rocket out to left. Ramos makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. 1 for 3. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1.
And strike 2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Out to short. Sends it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
The catcher, number
Patrick
14,
Bailey, the next Giant to hit.
Bailey.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Keith. And that is that. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the 7th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. He sends it out of here. It's 10-3.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And next up for the Tigers, Colt Heath. Ripped on the ground to second. Play is made, 2 out. So digging in, Jake Rogers. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one for strike 1.
So far this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to the left. And foul. Foul ball. And a swing and a miss. It is 11th strikeout, and this one really racking up the whips. Back here in Detroit, we're in the top of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Wilmer Flores. Canely back to work. Up and in, and that's ball 1. And that one fouled off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And up next for the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. Johnny Brebbia into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty.
John Brebbia.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1-2.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike.
Relay throw home,
Nope,
safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's an 8-run lead. Back to the top of the order. And now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Oh, now a great stop. There's one. And that's all they'll get.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
So up next, Willie Adames. In the air, right field, Keith. Brings it in, and that is that. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. Foul ball. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense.
It's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second, and he's got a leadoff double. Now it's going to be Trey Sweeney. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
No ball. One strike.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Lee makes the grab, and there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Handles, throws to first, and Gleyber Torres retired. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Fly ball down the line. Keith sizing this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Lifted in the air, right center field. That's a base hit. Run scores. Throws to second. And he's out. Trying for two. And now the DH, Wilmer Flores. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one hammered but pulled foul. 2 outs and a runner at third here at the top of the ninth. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So bottom of the ninth. Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Right side, hard hit. And he handles it himself for the out. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers.
Spencer Torkelson.
In for a strike. It's 0-1. The Giants up big in this one. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. And a swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Right
so it's their last chance in this one. And now the right fielder, Colt Keith. 0 for 3 in this one. That one pushed foul. Smoked on the ground a second. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Giants slug their way to a win.